everyone, welcome to CrossTech Payments. We are here today in Miami, and it's my pleasure to welcome Ashley Mallett from Paysend. First, I would like to announce that not only Paysend is doing their product launch this week, but they're also cover of our magazine. So for us, this is very special, Ashley. You know why? Because this is new for us. We've been doing conferences for about 21 years, but the B2B team is something that we have never touched before. We've always been known for traditional money transmitters, and we were called international money transfer before, and now we rebranded as CrossTech, and now we rebranded again as CrossTech Payments. So the transformation of the industry and the timing is critical for cross-border payment space. So I want to hear a little bit from you first to introduce yourself to our audience and our followers, but hear a little bit from you about this transformation, not only through Paysend, but through your career in the payment space.
Yeah, absolutely. No, first of all, privileged to be here, so thank you very much for having me. Look, it's really interesting, right? So Paysend, if I talk about Paysend and where we've come and then a bit of past experience. So Paysend was initially set up as a cross-border payments company, as P2P, but with a vision of how do we take something that's completely different to market rather than just slightly cheaper or slightly faster. And so what we did is we linked the three major card schemes, Visa, MasterCard and UPI, and gave the ability for any individual to send cross-border to another individual's card, and it's instant, freemium, low friction, and that's really how we started. So we built up our consumer base, and then around 2 years ago saw the transition of the market going towards the B2B, and so decided that's definitely somewhere that we want to be, and how do we leverage our network to give to those B2B customers. But it's definitely not something that you can just rebrand your P2P product and just throw it in the market, right? Because it's a completely different beast. There's different regulations required. Customers have different requirements. The payment values are very different. So we spent over a year scratch building an internal business-specific payments platform. We launched it last year, end of last year in the UK. As you said, really excited to launch it in the US and here in Miami as well with our headquarters here, which is great. And then finally, we're also now starting to talk to other, whether they're licensed FIs or non, to say, look, the market is going this way. If you want to be part of it, you've got to keep up. And we've actually got a white label solution that you can leverage our network, because it takes a long time. As I said, it's taken us 18 months to build and get that ready. So super exciting time. And yeah, as you said, prior to Paysend, I've been in a mixture of remittances, business payments, FX trading for Western Union, etc. And even 4 or 5 years ago, the business payment space was really about how much is it going to cost me and how quickly can you do it. And that's really all a business wanted to do. They'd phone up 5 different FX brokers, and whoever had the best price, that's who they went with. And now we're seeing businesses start to have the same demands as a consumer. Price and speed is a given. That you should give that to me as standard.
And there is a saying that I always tell my clients, because we also have the CrossTech consulting, and we say time to market is key. And I think in the speed things are going right now, if you wait too long and you don't turn that opportunity into action, you are going to stay behind, and it's going to be too hard to compete.
100%, and that really is now transitioned to where there's a particular type of business customer that's becoming a lot more savvy. So you give them one rate, they know if that's a good rate or not, and you can't say, oh, we can do you a promo rate. No, I expect that. I want, what's the other value add services, like do you plug into my accounting software, and can I get different multi-currency accounts or whatever it might be. But there's definitely that shift of just a traditional cross-border transaction is not enough now to service the B2B community.
Now tell me a little bit about CrossTech Payments. This is your first time with us.
It is, yeah.
And it's our first conference in B2B.
Yeah.
So what has been your experience so far?
It's been incredible. I think there's such a diverse mix of people here. I love that there's definitely a focus on people that are very well established in the P2P side of things and are starting to understand, how do I get into B2B? And I really love that, because I've seen companies that just try and launch, as I mentioned, and just get out there. But it feels like the people that we've got here today are really trying to have some deep thinking as to how do I do it? How do I launch a world-class B2B product? And how do we do that? How do we brainstorm and work together to improve the industry?
Thank you, Ashley, for being here today. It's such a pleasure to have you with us. We're very excited to have the magazine, to have
you.
Paysend product launch, and we look forward to continue doing collaborations with you. And we're super excited for everyone watching us. Please remember to tag us on Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn at CrossTech, #CrossTech Payments 2023. Stay tuned.